I am alive and live. I would imagine boot sale hauls are going to get a bit boring now that there's so many on. But I kind of wanted to share today's one because I really didn't go expecting too much, but the weather was hot. It's cloudy now, and I thought I'm going to give it a go. It's the FOMO, it's the fear of missing out. So I just had to, really, and it turned out to be a very wise decision. I worked out my spend, and it worked out, including the admission, because we have to include that, at £54. Sorry. Now, I know that a lot of people consider £54 as a spend to probably not be very much, and for other people they may think, oh, that's a lot of money to drop in one afternoon. However, I get what I can. I don't tend to go with loads and loads of money because I'm not buying very high-end electronics and stuff. It's not my area. I buy clothes, and although I will pay up for something if I know it's flipping marvellous, I tend to like to try and keep my overheads down. So there we go. A couple of spendy items, and the rest were incredibly good value. Oh, Bumblebee. I like the name. Hello, hello. Hello, Kelly. Good to see you. I hope you're well. I hope you had a good time out shopping. I haven't yet watched back Lex and Carla because I'm saving that for later. I'm going to watch that later on because I was out while they were doing the live. This is the problem with this boot sale. It's not an early morning one, much to my pleasure. Hello, talk of the devil. Hi, Lex. Hello. So, yeah, it's mostly clothes. I do have a lot of jewellery, but clothes for me, they're bread and butter. They're the sort of stuff I'm just used to doing that doesn't take too much like hard work. So we've got a couple of people in, so I will start. It's Sunday afternoon. I expect people are doing family things or having a barbecue or something sensible. Not me. Right, I did make notes of what I spent. So a lot of the stuff I bought is not strictly summer wear, and my reasoning for that is quite sound. I actually have quite a lot of summer stuff because of last year, because people weren't buying, and I'm planning ahead in a way. I'm kind of actually quite happy to stock up on the more autumny and winter stuff because it always does well for me. Hello, Joan Morris. Good to see you here. You're going to barbecue in a bit. Well, fair enough. Shirley Richardson, first time catching me live. Well, hello, Shirley, and welcome. Nice to have you here. Well, so this is sort of wintry, isn't it? It's wool. The name got me more than anything else. I mean, these things aren't. Book Tavern is a good quality brand, and I'm pretty sure that probably cost me. Pardon me while I go through things. It might have cost me £1. It was either 50p or £1. I kind of erred on the side of it may have been £1 because it was a big boot fair. There were quite a few rows, and it took me a long while to get down it, and I was tired by the end. Okay, what else did I buy? Little things I like to pick up: vintage wallets, if they're really nice quality leather. It's grey in the Midlands, Sarah. Yeah, it's grey here now. It suddenly, when I got home, I kind of came in, sat in the back garden, went through the stuff to actually make a note of what I got and try and remember what I'd spent. And yes, it's very grey. It might even rain, but it's kind of that humid, summer. We don't mind. I like all these. We'll have a little thing for stamps and what's that say? Cards, driving license. I don't know this brand, Equestrian, but it seemed like a nice thing. It's in good order, and people want these as props or they want them for themselves. So a really nice wallet. I will give it a polish over with me Dr. Martens wonderful balsam or whatever it's called. Were there lots of Lexis, X's? You can't have too many X's. I'm sure I hope Lex had a good morning this morning. I know there aren't so many things to go to. This was the other one. Again, it's that very fine leather, which I quite like to pick up, and it has all these little compartments, real hide, made in England, little zippy bit, driving license cards, etc. So I think people quite like these. They're just nice quality things. They were £1 each. So I picked them up because I don't like to see them sitting there. You're tidying your office, Kelly. Well, yeah. Please close your eyes. You shouldn't. It's mad here. You're just staying in bed. Well, fair enough. Why not? Don't blame you 1 minute. Now, this was a bargain. I spotted this. There was a huge amount of clothing. There was an awful lot of stuff I wasn't interested in. But this has that look to it. I know it's a winter jumper, but it's cold in some parts of the world. I'm sure I've sold this before. Carl Jose. Oh, it's one of those names that you can butcher. Norwegian, basically. And you see something that's made in Norway, it's going to be a good vintage thing when it comes to jumpers. 75% wool and 25% polyamide, which is nylon. But it feels and looks like wool. It's in a fairly nice design. And for 50p, I know that will go for really good money. It's in quite good order. I've got a little sweater shave in places. I don't mind if it's a good quality thing. But that. Right, men's trousers. I know. I don't pick up a lot of men's trousers. There are certain brands I like to collect. No, I want to sell them. I don't want to collect them. That would be weird. But, good quality men's trousers, particularly in bigger sizes, I think are quite a good thing. They do sell eventually. These were a brand called Peter Christian, which is a very good brand. They're very traditional. What I would have called a pair of slacks back in the day. These are kind of a nice beigey colour. They were in very good condition. You have to be very careful with men's trousers. Just saying. I won't go into detail, but they're worth checking out quite thoroughly. Mucky buggers. So, there's those. Peter Christian ones. And then I've got 3 pairs of the same brand. And the reason I picked these up is, again, they were in incredibly good order. They're kind of like suit trousers, but, people wear them as smart casual, I suppose. Yes, thank you, Lex. Shedding light. Just discoloration and things one doesn't want to see. And again, they're the Brook Taverner brand. And I like Brook Taverner because they tell you exactly what the model is. These happen to be a thing called Chertsey. There's flannel trousers. And they're very nice quality. Brook Taverner is a good brand. And then these were, 2 were size 40. No, one was a size 40 wide and one was the other 2 were 38. So there's kind of like a brown pair, a grey pair and a charcoal grey pair. So whether I bundle them up or not, I don't know. I'll do a bit of research. But, people do still need smartish trousers. Right, so that's the kind of serious blokey stuff. Man, I've got a lot of listening to do and photography. I'll be keeping away from the charity shops this week. I have enough. I definitely have enough. Okay, so that bag down. Now, those trousers, I should say, they were 50p each, those trousers. Amazing. The jumper was 50p, and the Peter Christian trousers were £1. A real bargain. There seems to be like kind of like house parents people, and they literally just put all the clothes on the top and it's sticky, and it's worth doing. Right, next 2 items were not found in a pile on the ground, but I will pay up. Is that a button colour? Oh God, I can sew it back on. This, of course, is Burberry's. This does need a clean. Whether I choose to do it or sell as is, we'll see. But it is a double-breasted raincoat, proper long length, the lovely Nova check in the middle. It is authentic, and it's in very good order. It's slightly grubby around the neck, as that happens. I may be able to clean that. But it's a double-breasted one. All the buttons are there. And, as an added bonus, it has its original belt. And I know it's a really old one because, unlike the more modern ones, it actually has leather wrap around the buckle and also on the cuffs. You will find these are leather. I think the more modern ones are They're plastic. I mean, they're still highly sought after, but these were in really good order as well. I've had these before where these have been practically falling off, where the leather's gone, and they still sell. So Burberry's, that was £10. Yep, bit of mud there, not a problem. I don't mind on that. Oh, Josh got 1K. Oh, well done. I've got some catching up. We've been away a couple of days. I've got quite a few videos to watch, so I don't think I've seen that, but fantastic on 1K, Josh. That's brilliant. Oh, Andrea's in. Hello. Sorry, I've been being rude, not saying hello. Hello, Andrew. I hope you're well. Hope everything's all right and fine and dandy. Jodo Dixon. Hello. I'm loving that name. The names here are just brilliant, aren't they? So £10 on that, but that should bring in some good money if I can clean it up properly. And it's always raining, isn't it? In Britain, always need it. I paid £8 for this. It's from the same people. She wanted 20. I got them for 18 in total. This is a proper country gentleman hunt and shooting jacket with the belt as well. So it's that style. Well, I'm not really showing you very well, am I? Here's the back of it. There we go. It's one of the ones with the belt. Has very nice leather covered buttons again. More modern ones tend to be plastic. These are not, they're leather. It's lovely inside, the lining and everything. Absolutely immaculate. And that's the brand. Now, I'm pretty sure I've sold a lady's bladed jacket, which may have been a riding jacket. And that went for quite a lot of money. So I've got high hopes on this. Again, it may be suitable for a prop or someone who wants to go and shoot a few clay pigeons. It's very old-fashioned style, very vintage. And it's a kind of green colour. But again, it was so nice. It wasn't like hanging off. All the buttons are there. There you go. Like those sort of buttons, but actual leather ones. Excuse my nails, by the way. Apologies, they're not pleasant because they need redoing. When I went on holiday, literally 2 nights camping. When we went and tested the camper van, first thing I did was painting my fingers and toenails because I had time to and I could. Oh, hello, Anne. Nice to see you here. I'm actually not in black today. Now, this is unusual. It's because it was so hot. You don't go out in black to stand in the middle of a field. You will cook. I've done it. It's not fun. So this sort of Indian kind of loose, non-sweaty type of apparel seemed like a good idea. Right. A couple of bits of jewellery. Only a couple of bits. There was very, very little to be had. I don't know if this is Pia, P-I-A, Pia. She gave me the box that says that goes with it. I'm not sure, but I liked it anyway. Because, look at that, a sparkly dark moon. I mean, that's gothic if ever. With a kind of purpley, kind of a dark pearl. Like it. There is no name attached to it, and I don't know if Pia signed their pieces. It's obviously modern. I mean, you can tell from the way the back is, it's modern. But I couldn't leave a moon behind. I mean, that would have been rude, quite simply. Now, that cost me, I think it was £1. Or was it £1.50? I might have paid £1.50 for it because I liked it. Yeah, it was £3 for these 2 items, so £1.50 each. These were what I spotted first. These are gorgeous. Very shiny, very blingy, and then Napier. I don't know, you can spot these things a mile off the quality, and these are actually a screw back rather than a clip-on or pierced. So very well made. Really, really nice earrings. Signed and everything, so I was happy with those, and I didn't mind. 3 wasn't excessive for that, I didn't think. And this I paid £1 for. No, it's not been done up right. Let's show you off to its full advantage, shall we? Nope, that's fine. This isn't a signed piece, but it's very reminiscent of a lot of the ones that are. There we go, that needs straightening out. It's kind of, I think these are very Cleopatra-y. It's not silver, sadly. It's, oh, hi, Sam. There we go. But I love it when they have this sort of effect and movement in it. Quite well made again. I couldn't see a name on it. And very little in the way of tarnish. So for £1, I was very happy with that. But that was it on the jewellery front. It was very poor showing today. There were people who had jewellery and very much overpriced it. Seem to have got half the field in there as well. There we go. And there were people who had just really a load of junk. So, yeah, very nice that. Unbranded, but gorgeous and will sell. Yeah, I know. I was disappointed not to find more jewellery, but I can't really complain because I found so much of everything else. A VW jumper. Okay, I didn't know that. A VW jumper. Right, now back to clothing. These were from my friend Jane, who I regularly buy stuff off. She was there today. I found a pair of Lucky Brand jeans. These are distressed, faded, paint, the lot. You know, Lucky Brand isn't the... Oh, Vivian Westwood jumper, not VW. I'm thinking camper van. Can you tell? Oh, Vivian Westwood, how lovely. So these are, yeah, Lucky Brand men's jeans, 34 long as well as 34 wide, so a good length. And they're very helpful in giving them model. 121 Heritage Slim. 36 by 34. Longer leg length means it will sell faster. I don't know how much money is in Lucky Brand anymore, but they're well made. No complaints there. Now, again, I bought this and the rest of the stuff for, I think it was a tenner. So, but they did include my perennial Fit Flop, sheepskin, and they're my size, but they're slightly the wrong colour for me. They do a little bit of a clean up, but I always do quite well with Fit Flop. I think there were 6. I gave them a quick try on this into it. They need a little bit of tidying up. A couple of loose threads here and there, but not too much wear on the bottom. The wobble board. Camper bands on the brain, yes, definitely. Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, there we go. Nice. So there's good money in those. I was very pleased. I will pick up belts. This is a vintage St. Michael belt, and it has this unusual process where you hook in at the back, not the front. It has a conch that's very southwestern style, silver tone, kind of cool. 27 to 28 inches waist. So that's quite helpful. That's quite a good size. There we go. It works when you actually put them in the right way. There we go. Sort of hooks in. I like that. I like that very much. And lots of stuff I quite like for me, which really isn't what you want to be doing. Now this, when I picked it up and felt it, I thought was John Smedley. Anyone who knows about John Smedley, it's a top brand, and it's that very, very fine wool that always has the odd snag in it. Yep, there's one that I didn't see. Never mind. People still want them. This doesn't have a John Smedley label in it, so it may not be. But it's wool and silk, and it's a very fine knit. God, how am I showing this in such an unprofessional manner? There we go, button up. Little button up job here. Again, it was, negligible price really, because I got all of this stuff for a tenner. So the things like that still sell, even if they have a tiny hole. People don't always mind. Picked this up from her because of the pattern and the style. It's got these balloon sleeves, which, as we know, are still pretty much current, very peasanty. It's 100% cotton. It says made in India. So although there's no brand, that will go easily enough, and it's in a decently big enough size. It's not a tiny size. Medium stroke large. Made in India. I like that. I love these little button details on the front. They're very cute. But I think they're coconut shell, the actual buttons. And the last thing in this collection, things I tend to pick up again. They're not fast movers, but they do sell. They look like an ordinary pair of jeans, and indeed they are, but they're Gant. Gant label on the back. They pull in decent money. They're quite a heavyweight. They're probably not one for summer. Almost like a brush cotton. I think moleskin, isn't that what they call it? No moles harmed in the making of, obviously. So yeah, so that's all of those things for £10. She's lovely, my friend Jo. I should probably see her up there next week as well. I'm going up to a very near boot fair, and it's a morning one next week. I'm going to buy, but I'm taking a very good friend of mine called Anne, who sells jewellery, and she's going to have a stall. I'm taking her and her stuff up in the camper van. She's going to have a stall there, and I'll go run around. Gant! Yes, it's capital letters, isn't it? Got to shout. Ganchinos, yes. I find Gant generally does pretty well. But what I tend to find is men buy clothes in spring and autumn. They don't buy them in winter and they don't buy them in summer. They literally have those 2 times a year where they'll buy. So I find that things go out ever so quickly. Might just be me though. It's so well for you as well, Sam. Yeah. I do come across them quite regularly though. They're obviously a very popular brand in this neck of the woods. Right. So let me just move this. There's 2 jackets. More than going to pay for today. So happy with that. Right. Now the thing I like the best, because I want to keep it all, or most of it. There's a lovely lady there who apparently had quite a lot of goth stuff. Now, the first time I went there, I picked some stuff, and then I realised when I kind of walked past the second time, there was actually some more. So I filled my boots. Now, my total spend on all of the goth stuff was £16. When you see what I've got, I did very well. I did very well indeed. I love this. It's a dress. It's got bats on it. How cool is that? And it's got cats. Bats and cats. I mean, and a moon. A big moon. You can't go wrong, really. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm not a big dress sort of person, but I'm very tempted to keep this. Now, and kitties. Yes. If it's got cats on it, it's always a hit, as far as I'm concerned. This is a fairly well-known goth brand, apparel. This is a size large. And although I don't consider myself particularly large, that would probably do. Hello, Antoinette. Lovely to see you here. We're on to the goth bit of the show. So I'm loving this. It's just gorgeous. Has it got pockets? Oh, no, it hasn't. There we go. Couldn't be perfect, could it? Doesn't have pockets. Oh, but I mean, this is it. It might be worn once. I've got to try all this on actually, and I know I won't be showing that live. That's for sure. I love it. Oh wow. I'm so happy when I see things like this. Yes, and loves the dress too. Well, there's some more treats. This is a skirt. This is a brushed, no, it's not brushed, is it? It's crushed velvet. And it's got the high front and the low back, so it's very steampunk. Little frill on the bottom. I'm not so sure if this is me, if I just look silly. Nice, comfy, elasticated waist. And this is by the Dark Angel, another well-known company. They're surprisingly expensive, this stuff. Goth clothing is not cheap new. Yeah, no, nobody needs to see that, but that would fit me as well. The problem is they don't fit me, I reckon. Some might be a bit big. Okay, so that was just wonderful. Then there's another dress. If I can work out how it goes. This is Killstar. I personally adore Killstar. I have some of their pieces. You've got to feel a bit brave to be wearing them, and you've got to have somewhere to go because they're not really the sort of thing you wear lounging around the house. There we go, Killstar. This is apparently an XXL, so I think this would be far too big for me because their clothing comes out in strange sizes. But what you've got is like a little choker neckline. Oh, yeah. But then it's very low at the front. I suspect that would have to be layered with something. So yes, it has a kind of a very plungy sort of a neckline. I mean, that is a plungy neckline. And then it's a sort of flare skirt. This is all in velvet. This has been worn. This is, I can see where the velvet's got a little crush, but I just like things like there will always be someone who can't see your worth. Don't let it be you. It's just wonderful. I like Killstar. They're an English company. They're up in Northumberland somewhere. I have had stuff from them. I've ordered stuff from them before, and they can be quite pricey, although their sales are good. But that was lovely. That won't be me. That I don't need, because if I wore that, that would be down to my waist. So everything would be on display, and we're not going there. No way. I don't want to frighten small children and horses. Right, this I loved. Oh God, I love it. Look, pockets is in a skirt, cotton skirt. Simple, cool. This actually is Hell Bunny. Now I know Hell Bunny can do, just depends. It's a very different video, yes. And this is a size large. Well, I'm looking at it thinking, it's not particularly large by my estimation, but look at those pockets. To die for. Spidey pockets. Sorry, I get very carried away with this sort of thing. Hello, Claire. Well, these are well-known Goth brands, if you know what I mean. So this is my area. If I get a chance, I bought a load of Goth stuff off a kind of sort of friend of the family, kind of part relative, and she was clearing order, and they went so fast. I cannot tell you how quickly Goth clothing sells. It just does, because it's got such a following. Now this, calm yourself, Lex. I might be wearing this. I just fucking love cats. It's kind of one of those low. Yeah, again, it's too low, really. It's kind of a layer piece for me. Oh, it says okay on the bottom. Okay. How cool is that? These haven't been worn. I love that. It's got cats. It's Killstar, and it's an XL. I like this. Killstar, occult luxury. It's awesome, isn't it? I thought you'd like that. It's just very low cut on the side, which is not a look I'm particularly fond of, but I love that. I might have to layer it up with another t-shirt. And then there's another t-shirt. See, I do well here. Sad Goth. Yeah, cool. This is a large. Again, they're very low cut down the side. I'm kind of thinking, it may not be really me, but that tickled me. You lived in Leeds. Was a baby bat. You made your own goth gear. Yes, well, I was in Leeds in the 80s as well. Wow. I was at Leeds University, actually, to tell the truth. And I had a whale of a time. And yes, I did used to dress up in things. And yes, I used to make my own stuff. So, yeah, shops like this. I mean, if I were that age now, oh, my God. I spent a fortune. Places like Camden Market, it's like 60 quid for a skirt. Oh, God. Right, this was a brand I wasn't too familiar with. Again, another Goth brand to look out for. Make notes. Gothicana by EMP. That says EMP. Is a Spidey. Is it EMP? Yes, it is. And these are a size large. These are leggings, but they have buckles all down the sides. I'm quite taken with these. I might have to try them on. I think, is it too much? Am I too old now? I think, stuff it. Why? Who the heck? Why not? But they might be too big for me, to be fair. They are large. And they're surprisingly heavy with all the buckles on. Loving those. Love, love, love. So some of these might not get listed. At least not for a while, until I actually decide I haven't got the guts to wear them anyway. And that I have to sell them. And another pair of leggings from the same brand. Yes, Gothicana. EMP, but look at this. Whoa, how cool. How look amazing with a pair of DMs and a it's just, yeah, exactly. These are kind of cool. They are slightly, I think see-through is they are, you can't see, but they are very see-through. So that would be a bit of a brave move on my part. But how cool are these? Exactly. There's a little bit of goth in all of us. Well, there certainly is in me. It's kind of my natural. It's quite hilarious, really, because when I was younger, people always called me Morticia because my hair was nearly black naturally, not this kind of faded off brown thing. So I used to get called Morticia quite regularly, and I didn't see it as an insult at all. I was like, thank you very much. But funnily enough, my husband, who I didn't meet until I was in my sort of mid to late 20s, apparently when he was at his school, he used to be known as Lurch. And that's because he was very tall and long and lurchy. So there we go. We were meant to be. Don't lie, she's not 67. 69, 67. Well, good on you, ladies. Right, these I probably wouldn't wear because I'm not sure they'd be the most flattering on me, but they are sort of faux leather, vegan leather, with the rock and roll lace up the front there. Very much a thing. I'm not sure that would work well on me. They're fairly high-waisted though. If they're high-waisted, it wouldn't work too badly. Nice zip pockets, and they've got a bit of a flare going on the bottom. So cool. I'd probably look completely silly in them, but they are lovely. They haven't been worn, and these were Killstar again, so they would not have been cheap new, but they're a size XL. I remember once I ordered a dress. It's an amazing dress. I will wear which one. I will wear it again. And it was like a velvet devore. And all over it had little pentacles, which obviously appeals to me. But the back straps actually made a penty. So it was a nightmare to get in and out of because you were trying to work out which strap goes where so you weren't looking all wrong. But the first time I ordered it, I ordered it in the size and it was too big. So I ended up selling that on eBay. Having worn it a couple of times ago, no, it is too big and buying the next size down. Love Killstar. And the final piece. Covered in fluff. Killstar again. See, they'll come with these amazing cool labels. This is the Hellhound Flare in size XL. And this is more like a denim. But this is different because you've got, looks like jeans at the front. The back has got the corset waist. And you've got the eye there. And these are as penty on the arm. Oh, okay, I'm loving these. Hey, there we go. Oh, very nice. I don't know, touch satanic though, which isn't where I'm at. But these also have a mahoosive flare, with kick flare on them. I might try them on just for shits and giggles, really. But yes, that was my incredible gothic haul. I've got to actually get some more of that stuff in. I will be on the lookout for her next week. Very much so. I think it was a one-off. She said she'd been given a load of stuff and it wasn't her size. So she didn't look like she would have enjoyed the goth look, to be fair. Oh, hello, Debbie Pelosi. Yeah, the Killstar jacket. That some of the guys' Killstar stuff is very can be very pricey as well. Yes, be a vampire, live forever. Toxic Tears on YouTube is a goth, and used to get people shouting at her, "It's not Halloween." If anyone knows where Halloween is, it's indeed. I'm sure she celebrates Halloween or Samhain in a good fashion. Exactly. I mean, I like wearing black. I don't have to wear black. I'm not strict about it, but I love black. Always have done. It's kind of all colour and no colour. It's everything. And why not? As the famous YouTuber Carla Jenkins would say, you do you. That's all what people shout at you. It's like, oh, sod off. Oh, you stayed in bed, L33, Mr. C. You had dodgy weather as well. We had glorious weather this morning, but the clouds are gathering now, so I don't know if it's going to rain. Oh, okay. I'm being a nosy neighbour now. Someone sort of walking around, dragging a very large tow trolley thing behind them. I'm like, that's meant to go in the car. Why are you doing that? Yes, black is slimming, as they say, but it's actually just nice. You don't have to think about what goes with what. No booties. Yeah. Well, let's hope your announcements say that you can have boots again. I really, ours are quite good. I mean, to be honest, people have no concept of social distancing here. You know, it's a melting pot of cultures, and you know, clearly everyone has slightly different ideas on personal space and what have you. But you know, I'm happy enough with it. I'm twice vaccinated now, which I'm very fortunate, and I'm just sort of done with it all really now. But let's hope your boots get. Praying for Gethlier. Absolutely, yes. You need a proper boot there. You like black as well, Antoinette. Well, it definitely has a following. And I have to say, if you see Goth clothing and you get a chance to buy it, grab it, because it flies out. It really does. So fingers crossed for Lex and Wales and all those places where the boot fairs haven't started, that they get going again. I've got enough stock to last me a lifetime. So I really should stop buying, but can I? No. So thank you everybody for joining me. Have a lovely rest of the weekend, and I guess I'll be back next weekend, hopefully with another haul. So take care and bye now. See you around. Whoops, and yes, indeedy. Bye now.